Howdy folks, Dr. Ed here with Total Body Healthcare, and I've got your Whiteboard Wednesday thought of the week. I get asked from time to time, why am I so passionate about helping families and especially kids improve their health through chiropractic care? Oftentimes myself, quite honestly, I think it probably would have been a little bit easier for me to be just a regular medical doctor. Because with chiropractic, there seems to be there's still some prejudices that need to be overcome in helping encourage people to understand what we do. I do feel, since I've been in practice for so long now, I do feel some of those prejudices are changing, which is a good thing. Just yesterday, I had a patient come in here. She has a new PCP doctor herself, and she mentioned chiropractic, and the PCP doctor says everybody needs to have a good chiropractor that they go to. So some of those prejudices are changing, but it's still ingrained into us that the medical model of health coming from a pill, that's still the predominant thought in our society. I may catch a little flack for this statement, and this is kind of the purpose of today's Whiteboard Wednesday. But here's my statement. The medical model of take a pill for this has contributed to the illegal drug use problem in our society today. Follow me for a second here. Little Johnny, he's 2 years old. He's got a fever. To his parents, he seems pretty miserable, and being the loving parents that they are, they want to help him feel better. So they give him some fever-reducing medication and say, here, this will make you feel better. Fast forward a few years, Johnny falls off his bike and he skins up his knee pretty good. Been there, done that myself. Mom puts some antibiotic ointment on it and says this medication will help it feel better. Again, a few more years down the road, Johnny injures himself at his high school baseball game. At the doctor's office, he's given a prescription for the pain, and the doc says this will make you feel better. His whole life, I think you see where I'm going. His whole life, he's been told that drugs will make him feel better. Now, he's a senior in high school. His girlfriend just broke up with him before the prom. He's heartbroken. He's grumpy. He's unconsolable. His parents are worried about his mental state, but they don't know what to do. One of his so-called friends notices his depressed attitude and offers him a pill and says, here, this will make you feel better. What do you think Johnny's going to do? He's been programmed his whole life to think that drugs will make him feel better. And after this breakup, he definitely wants to feel better. Now, of course, it doesn't happen this way all the time. The latest statistics show that I found, at least, they show that about 30%, 27.2% I think it was, but about 30% of teens reported using illegal drugs. To me, that's 30% too many. In the community around my office, if you're familiar with where I am, that's Donaldson, Old Hickory, and Hermitage, there are approximately 11,000 teenagers according to the latest census statistics. That means that that's around 3,300 teens around my office. And that means around 3,300 teens around my office have used illegal drugs if you take the 30% of the 11,000. If you see 3 teenagers walking down the street, there's a good chance that one of them has tried illegal drugs. That's not okay, folks. It doesn't stop when they become adults either, when they move out of teenagers. According to a study published in the American Journal of Drug and Alcohol Abuse, upwards of 47% of college students report having smoked marijuana within the last 12 months. Abuse of prescription stimulants peaked around 21% with college students. And of course, I'm sure you're aware of the epidemic of prescription pain pill abuse and the addiction there. For years, medical doctors just threw prescriptions for pain pills at their patients when they had no way to help them. Of course, we all know that the meds aren't fixing the underlying problem the patient has, and worse than that, those meds were highly addictive. All of this has brought us to where we are in our society. Just last week, you probably saw the news story. The U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency seized over 3 million fentanyl pills, and it was the largest drug bust in U.S. history. Now, yes, it is absolutely necessary that we stop the influx of drugs into our country if we want to fix this drug problem. However, it is equally important for us to address the underlying thought processes of someone who feels they need to use drugs to cope, if you will. Um, I think we all have a role to play in this. Parents, it starts with us. We can do better. Let's go back to our story with little Johnny. First, good health starts with a fully functioning nervous system. Therefore, if little Johnny was under regular chiropractic care, the chances of him having a fever are greatly diminished. Study after study after study continues to show that the nervous system and the immune system are in direct contact with each other. Regular chiropractic care keeps this communication operating at peak performance, allowing the immune system to recognize and fight off the invaders more quickly and efficiently. However, I know life isn't perfect. Little Johnny's probably still has a chance of getting a fever. So let's change our communication about the medication then. Maybe say something like, this is going to help your body get better quicker, as opposed to saying this is going to help you feel better. When he skins his knee, say this antibiotic cream will help your immune system keep bacteria out of your body. Parents, pay attention to what you're saying to your little ones. We already know that what we say and how we say it can have lasting effects on their psychological development. This applies even to how we communicate the purpose and use of medications. If your heart breaks like mine does when you see news stories about illegal drug use and the devastating effects it's having on families and our society, then I encourage you to get involved. Where can you start though? With your own family. Parents, you can change the direction that your family's health is taking. I'm not going to lie to you, it is a little bit of an uphill battle right now because of the mindset that has been ingrained to us by traditional Western medicine. However, I do feel the tide is changing. Folks are searching for more natural solutions. Nothing is more natural than allowing your body to function the way God designed it to. Regular nervous system focused chiropractic care is the key to getting and staying healthy without drugs or surgery. If you want to change the direction your family's health is taking, I would love to help. Give my office a call. We can get started. If you're not local to the Nashville area, I would be happy to help you find a chiropractor in your area. You can shoot me an email or direct message me. We can work together to find one. I'm Dr. Ed with Total Body Healthcare, and there's your Whiteboard Wednesday thought of the week.